how are you today? I don't know why I am in such a singing mood today. I have to go. I have to go to CVS later to pick up some Neosporin, and I could just imagine me going in and being like, "Hello, CVS, how are you today?" So I am again. Oh gosh, you know what? I don't think it looks like I have much blush on, and I'm going to give you a little hack. If you are ever out there and you're like, oh my gosh, I think I need more makeup or like a little bit more color on my cheeks, what you can do is you can actually get like some lip gloss, which I'm doing right here. And I'm going to give myself a little bit of color with my lip gloss. Whether or not this is really going to work or not, I have no idea, but we're going to try it. If not, I'm going to have some very sticky, grapey lips. So yeah, there you go. I just gave myself a little pop of color. And that's the kind of live we're going to have today. We have Lauren, we have Claire, we have Courtney's in the house. So I have some exciting stuff to tell you what we're going to be doing today. I'm really looking forward to today because I think we're going to have a lot of really good information today. What we're going to do is we're going to start off with yesterday's outfit of the day, kind of explain to you why I picked what I picked. From there, we're going to go to the doctors. Claudia, hello from Germany. Hello, Claudia, and welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. But yesterday, I ended up going to the dermatologist, and I, of course, recorded it because I record everything. And I don't know why I just rolled my eyes like that, but I recorded it. And I really want to talk to you about the doctor's appointment, everything that happened, everything that he said. I'm going to tell you what we're going to be doing there. Nothing bad. I mean, everything is okay, and we're going forward. And then I'm going to finalize with looking at the possibility of Free People being a little bit more size inclusive than what we think it is. And I'm going to put it straight out there. You know, I never want to approach this subject like a leading authority because you know what? I'm not. And I always want to approach this subject with respect for the plus size community. And what I'm going to be showing you are some TikTok influencers who are plus size influencers, and they're exploring the possibility of getting brands that don't advertise as having plus size fashion as actually getting some of their items, and it's working for them. And I thought it was a really kind of cool possibility of maybe opening up the opportunity to more brands. Because just like sometimes I know myself being in that age bracket where, you know, you're supposed to wear a certain thing at a certain age, I think that we hold ourselves back waiting for brands to say, hey, you know what? You can wear our clothes at any age. I mean, maybe there's a remote possibility that we're holding ourselves back, or the plus size community is holding themselves back because they're not actually being advertised to it. So again, that's like my full disclaimer straight up. I never ever want to go into this subject even remotely pretending to be like, yeah, you know, I understand completely, because I don't. And I really just want this to be kind of an avenue for maybe having a broader discussion about that. So with that said, let's just jump right into my outfit yesterday, because I thought it was a stinking cute outfit yesterday. It was one of my favorites. It was day 20, and I will show you what I was wearing, and then we'll talk about that a little bit more. I do have to push a couple of buttons, and yes, while I'm pushing buttons, it's Friday. I'm super excited about the weekend. And you know what? It's not like I have anything going on crazy like, but I'm just kind of looking forward to, I don't know, I'm looking forward to the weekend. And actually, I did have a facial planned. But anyway, I'm going to have to talk about that when we talk about my face. So let's, Lonnie, concentrate, and let's look at the outfit that I wore yesterday. So here is day 20's outfit. Day 20 of my style journey as a 59-year-old woman out to prove that you do not lose your style with age. And today I think today's gonna be my favorite outfit so far. I'm gonna start with this cute little denim tunic from Free People. I'm wearing these amazing pants from Brixton, and I'm going to cuff up the bottom for a little extra crop. Finishing off the outfit, I'm gonna wear my butterscotch Leona Doc Martens. So hold on. Super cute, and I just made 2 minor changes. I added this Free People, this is the Clean Line Muscle Tank. So I uncuffed my pants. I went a little different with my eye makeup today, and I did a darker purple with just a little bit of the lighter purple in the corners. I added my favorite necklace. I think it's gonna be cool enough for today, yet it's giving me kind of like a fall-inspired kind of vibe, because I am definitely ready for fall. I am so okay with saying goodbye to hot weather. For my sunglasses, I picked my Ray-Bans. And for my bag, I'm doing something completely different. I have this little Louis Vuitton. This was my mom's. I'm going to just go very minimalistic with my bag. I think that this is a fun outfit for day 20. So I'm off to the dermatologist today, and yes, I'm bringing you with me, and I just want to remind you of the importance of sunscreen. So remember, wear what you want, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, everybody. All right, so really quick, let's go ahead. I have to say good morning to Tina. Hi, Tina. I'm so glad that you're here. Kathy joined, and yeah, I thought this was a really cute look. Now, I really like this look. Now, on a side note, oops, what was that? What magic was that? Okay, so I always say I'm not gonna I'm not gonna focus on negativity, and I'm really not, but I think that this is super funny because I posted a version of this on YouTube, and I had some guy comment on my outfit, and his comment was, midlife crisis much? And my response to him was, insecure man much? I mean, it's like, dude, mind your lane. It to me, it's like, what's so funny to me about this, and I'm just going to go off on just a tiny little rant, but these people really think that by them saying that, like, I can't figure them out. I mean, he might as well have just typed, hey, you know what? I'm a really insecure person, and your confidence makes me cringe, or your confidence scares me, or it makes body parts crawl up into other body parts. That is what they might as well type, because it is so blatantly evident who you are that you have to leave that comment. So if you're out there, and I don't even remember what your username was, is because I didn't even pay close enough attention to you to even remotely care. Please know that this is just a reflection on you and your own insecurity. So I, as a 59-year-old woman with lots of confidence to spare, I will shoot some your way. And hopefully you can find a little happiness in your very mundane world. Have a good Friday. All right, getting back to my outfit. Yeah. All right, so this little tunic here, this is the one that Valerie, she sent me that tunic. This is a Free People tunic, and she emailed this to me, and she's like, Lonnie, I think that this would be perfect for you. And I had been looking at this for a long time, and I was like, sold. Got it. And I wore it. The first time I wore this, I wore it with cute little bike shorts underneath, and thank you, Linda. I wore it with some cute little bike shorts underneath, and then my chunky loafers and white socks. Super cute. But I really wanted to push that. I wanted to see the possibilities of what this had, because I'm short. I'm only 5'2", so this is a cute little mini dress for me. But it's supposed to be a top. So I really wanted to incorporate it as a top. And I put it with these Brixton pants. These are amazing. But the funny thing is now here's a little insight to this outfit that I did not declare. Hello, Pamela. Happy Friday. These pants are too small for me. I have to like in at my waist. I need to lose some additional weight for these to fit properly, but right around the zipper area, it's like, and I'm okay with that, because you could not tell with this outfit that any of that was going on underneath this tunic. So as far as I'm concerned, this is like a magic eraser. And this is going to just erase all of the things that we don't like that's happening in like this area right here. So I'm all like, I'm taking advantage of this. I'm going to pull out these pants that I know are not flattering around my midsection. I love everything about these from the waist down. No, from the hips down. And so I again, these little tunic tops, these little layering pieces like this have so much potential to just open us up to different styles and to different outfits. And I just wanted to let you know that, you know what, sometimes when I'm sitting there and I'm rocking an outfit, there can be a whole lot going on in the background. And then again, speaking of 5'2", and the reason that I uncuffed my pants is what was happening is, let me see if I can get a full picture here. Full picture. Come on, Lonnie, full picture. Okay. What was happening right here? Love tunics. Yes, I am very quickly becoming a huge fan of tunics. But what was happening right here is when I cuffed it up one, yes, it gave it a little bit more crop. But hear me out. This tunic was just a little bit longer. It was hitting me below my hips. When I cuffed up the pants, it was making my legs right here look very short. I was cutting off my legs. So by uncuffing them and having this a little bit more, oh, shoot. Why didn't you tell me? Oh my goodness, I forgot to switch you over. Now I have to go back. You're all like, yeah, I'm assuming in my mind I know what you're talking about. I am so sorry. So what I was saying here is that in this tunic, the pants right here weren't fitting well, but this was covering it. Oh my goodness, I get so wrapped up in what I'm saying and what I'm showing you that I forget that you're not seeing the same thing I am. And then here's where I was saying, all right, so when I cuffed up the pants right here at the bottom, my tunic was hitting me below the hips. By having this cuffed up, my leg area right here was again shortened. So it was making me short. It was just making me look like I had really short legs. So that is why I uncuffed my pants. They were still slightly cropped, but not really like a super duper crop. So they hit me like right about there. That's where they hit me. They hit me right at the top of the laces of the boots. Now, last night on my TikTok live, we were talking a lot about these Leona boots, and a lot of people were asking me, "Hello, Kelly, how are you?" So they were asking me about the Leona boot and did I really like this boot? And the Leona Doc Martin boot is one of my favorite boots for a couple of reasons. I really love the little heel there because that's a different look for Doc Martens. I love the little eyelets right there. Super cute. And the leather on the Leona boot just seems to be a little bit of a softer leather. I have never, ever had to freeze a Leona boot. I've never had blisters with a Leona boot. Tina, thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate you so much. You just made my day. Thank you, Tina. So I 100% right here. I love these Leona boots. And this was an outfit this ended up being one of my favorite outfits, but it was definitely one that I had cooked up in my head, but I wasn't 100% sure what it was going to look like on. And I really like this look. Now, this tunic, I'm going to take this right into fall and I'm going to take it right into winter. And what I'm planning on doing is I'm planning on getting like maybe some really nice leggings. I want to do a knee-high boot. And then I also too think like a white button down or a black turtleneck would look really pretty with this. So I definitely have, I have some stuff going on and I have some thoughts for that one. So that was my outfit of the day. And it was a fun outfit. It was a great outfit. Now, Did I end up wearing that outfit of the day all day long? No, unfortunately, I did not. And for a couple of reasons. Well, really just for one. It's I had a doctor's appointment, and I know that we were talking about skin checks earlier in this month, and is what I want to talk to you about. I went to the dermatologist yesterday to get an all over body check, and when I was walking into, well, here, let's go ahead and let's we're gonna do this video because again, I did a TikTok, and we're gonna do it one step at a time. So let's start it because I have so much I want to tell you about this appointment. Okay, we're gonna start the appointment. Fun fact about me, I hate going to the doctors. Today I'm going to overcome my fear and I'm going to go to the dermatologist. I'm 59, I live in Southern California, and I need to get my skin checked. So I'm bringing you with me, and we are going to answer this question together. How do you check your skin when you have tattoos? So let's go to the doctors. Okay, what I didn't show right here is that the doctor's office wasn't open yet. I'm such an overachiever, and sometimes when I get scared or I get nervous, I definitely want to. I just wanted to get there. I wanted to be the first person there. I wanted to get this appointment over with, and there was an unhoused person, and he was moving his shopping carts, and he didn't see me. I saw him way before he saw me, and he did one of the like where you blow your nose but you don't have anything to blow your nose into, and I saw him, and you know what, and here's the thing is like I saw him, but I wasn't like scared, or I wasn't like, I wasn't judgy. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. So I just sat there and I waited for him, and he saw me and he was like, oh, and so he kind of got like a little flustered because he had two shopping carts, and I'm like, no, it's okay. I can wait for you. Get your stuff by. It's perfectly fine. And he's like, oh, okay. I think it's been so long maybe since somebody has been like actually seen him for being a person. So I was like, okay. And then he starts moving by, and I'm like, how are you today? And he's like, I'm great. He's like, how are you? He goes, I love your tattoos. I go, thank you. Thank you very much. Now, I was being polite to him, but also too, I was being very aware of my surroundings. So don't think for a moment I was not like absolutely in the corner of my eye looking for an escape plan, because that's just the way I roll. Um, and so he ended up going by, and I felt really good that I just acknowledged his presence. And I was like, okay, I'm going to bring this good karma into my doctor's appointment. Did I hold my breath when I walked by the area where he blew his nose into thin air? Abso-freaking-lutely I did. I mean, I am super respectful, but I am also kind of a germaphobe. So I was not going to be breathing in. I don't know. I just was like, so anyway, I got to my doctor's appointment. It was too early and I had to wait. So let's keep on going. Linda gets there early too. Tina says, you're welcome. You make me happy watching you, knowing that there are good, cool women out there like you. Thank you for that. Well, thank you, Tina. I do appreciate you. All right. So that was my unhoused story. So let's keep going. The pediatrician had given us 2 different. Oh, why did that freeze? Okay, let's see if this works. There we go. And this is my new outfit. Thanks for coming with me. Okay, so I did change into my little my little paper robe. G now says, I thought I was the only one that hold my breath after someone sneezes or cough, etc. Laugh out loud. Yes. Now here's the thing. It's like I have kind of like this OCD kind of thing where it's not as bad as it used to be, but I do find myself reverting back to it sometime. It's like, even if I'm at a store and I can feel like a gust of air of somebody walking by me, I hold my breath all the time. I literally could probably be like a free diver because I can hold my breath for an incredible amount of time. But it's kind of like it's kind of just like an OCD thing I have. I don't know why, but I creep out smelling somebody else's air, and it doesn't have to be where they're like on me. They don't have to sneeze or cough. But if you're going to walk by me and I get that little poof of air when you walk by me, I don't like breathing in other people's air. It's just a thing I have. And I think that it came in really handy during the pandemic because, I always wore a mask. I absolutely masked up. But like when the mask mandates and everything else kind of eased up, I went straight back to my holding my breath. Let's see here. Tina says, I get so nervous at any doctors. Yeah, you know what? I was really nervous, and I think that it really helped by filming content and bringing you with me. Kelly says, compassion isn't a flower that grows in everyone's garden. Good for you for seeing him. Thank you. I appreciate that. And to me, it's like, he's a human. He's somebody's son. He's somebody's brother. He's somebody's uncle. He's a somebody. Let's see here. Kathy says, with a paper robe look, catch on. You know what? I just might have to start rocking that. Claudia says, I can feel you. I also cannot breathe when strangers are near. Yes. And you know what? And truthfully, I thought it was kind of like a weird me thing, and it's nice to know it's a us thing. Linda says that paper dress is super sustainable. Yes. So I tied a nice little knot into it, but nope, that did not last for long. I ended up in my skivvies, in my little bralette, my underwear, and it was the doctor, 2 other doctors, and a nurse, and then. No, it was the doctor, another doctor, a nurse, and then a transcriber. So I was standing in this little room in my underwear and my bralette with 4 other people. But I'm going to tell you right now, I was not embarrassed. I was not like ashamed or anything. And to me, it felt much more comfortable having a group of people in my room instead of just like me and one doctor. So I was like, hey, bring somebody else in. Let's all take a look at my skin. So I'm sitting there. I don't want to hear about the damn paper robe. Yeah, no, Courtney, I can only imagine you don't like these at all. So I sat there and I waited, and the doctor came in. I know you do, babe. And let's finish this. Well, I have my clothes back on. I had something frozen off there. I had some stuff frozen off right there. I had something cut off of my foot. Almost done. And then I'll tell you about my precancerous spot on my nose. There's my doctor. And he was like he was a very nice doctor. Now, I did not realize this, but my doctor was allergic to perfume. And of course, I sprayed on body spray before I went because you never know. Maybe it was going to be some hunky hot doctor who was single and looking for a tattooed lady. You never know. So actually, it ended up being this very nice doctor who's married who was allergic to my perfume. So he was like, instantly, he's like, are you wearing perfume? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, his nose started running and it got really bad. And so hold on really quick. Kelly says, with my blood counts fluctuating because of chemo, if I have to go out and wear a mask, still get looks and some very rude confrontations about it. And yes, Courtney, I agree. Okay, Kelly, I'm going to tell you right now that this gives me a hot flash because I'm telling you right now, I think anybody who either gives you a look or has the audacity to even open their frickin' pie hole deserves just the wrath of me. And I wish I could go out with you because here's the thing. You're not walking around trying to slap a mask on somebody else's face. You're doing it for yourself. And I'll tell you what, when I'm out and about and I see somebody with a mask on, the first thing that goes into my mind is like, I hope they're okay. They might have some sort of autoimmune deficiency. They might not be well. They need extra protection. So hopefully they're going to be okay. And the simple fact that you have to feel like somebody can say something to you, I really hope that you have something in the pipeline to where you can be like, it's something that you can say. And if you're out here and you're listening to this and you have a tendency to maybe, I don't know if you're a judgy person and you watch my lives, but have a little bit of compassion for people. You know what? I guarantee you right now, Kelly doesn't want to have to wear a mask, but she has to. So, that one just gave me a hot flash. And it is nobody's business. Absolutely. If I had a few blow ups, little at me at 5'9" going bananas on these jerks. Yeah. And you know what? And here's just the thing. It's like just a very simple, polite FU works perfectly. You know, what are they going to do? And I have absolutely, I think that there are certain times that certain things are called for, and that just might happen to be one of them. So if you just want to look at them, or if you want to show them one finger, by all means, I think that you should have the perfect right to do it. And you know, and that's just it. Or I don't know. Like I said, I sometimes I get to be a little confrontational, but I'm very passionate about subjects like that. So let's get back to the doctors. The first person who asked me why I cut my hair, the satisfaction I got from telling them chemo. Yeah, like none of your freaking business. And hopefully you made them feel like they should never ask that question again. Okay, so getting back to the doctors, what happened? Pamela says, agreed. Sorry you're dealing with idiots in the world, Kelly. Be confident, you doing you, sending you light and love. Thank you, Pamela. You said that much kinder than I did. Kelly says, my son loses his mind. He gets so angry. I'm almost scared that he's going to get in trouble. And you know what? And truthfully, I guarantee you, your son is worried for you. He loves you. And it's very insulting that people do that. So I could totally see why he would do that. Linda says, OMG, first people were moaning because people didn't wear masks, and now they're moaning because some people do. Yeah, you know what? People are going to moan and they're going to complain regardless sometimes. All right. So what ended up happening is I got the exam. Don't you love my little face right there? Yeah, but I got this. Yeah, Linda says, I will wear a mask if I feel cold symptoms coming on. Absolutely. I still wear a mask in an airport and on a plane. I wear a mask if I go into like a regular doctor's office, I'll wear a mask. You know what? If I go, I went into urgent care the other day, I wore a mask. You know, I will wear a mask when I determine it's in my best interest to wear a mask. Okay, so what ended up happening is from head to toe, he did his little exam, and right here on my head, I had it was kind of like a little mound, and it was kind of like, it was kind of like a little scaly spot, and it sounds very unattractive, and it really was. And so he was like looking through my hair, and I go, well, what about this spot right here? And he's like, oh, well, this is a blah, 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 blah. Cause they always say the biggest words that I don't understand. He goes, these are not malignant, but if we don't remove it, there's a chance that you will lose your hair right there. And I'm like, nah, it's gone. Take it. I don't want it. Take it, take it. So he's like, okay, well, I'll freeze it off for you while we go. And I'm like, great. Now, mind you, I have had things frozen off before. I have had like moles or just little growths frozen off. And what they do is the little nurse comes in, usually with a little Dixie cup and a Q-tip, right? A little Dixie cup has like a little bit of like the Munster thing going. It's like, like dry ice. And then little Q-tip, and she'd be like, okay, I'm going to freeze this off now. Tap, 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 tip, tip, tip. And you're like, ooh, that's cold. That is what I thought was going to happen here. All right. What actually happened was the doctor comes at me with, it looked like something that you use to fix your car. It was like a jar, and it had this nozzle, and he comes at me with it. I'm like, well, where's the Dixie cup with the Q-tip, doctor? And he's like, no, we use this. I'm like, okay. Puts me in a freaking headlock. He's like, and I just about lost it. That freaking hurt. And he's like, okay, here comes the cold. And I got to tell you, I don't know if I taught him some new words, but he definitely heard some very colorful words. And I'm like, sweet baby Jesus, why does this hurt so bad? And he's like, well, this is pretty high grade. I'm like, well, no kidding. You came at me with a freaking air gun. It looked like a nail gun. So I'm not complaining. I'm glad that it got done, but he froze that right here on my head. So then I'm like, okay, let's keep going. And he's like, oh, wait, you have some right here too. Let me go get my freezer gun. And I'm like, and then I'm thinking to myself, because you know what? I already know that head tattoos hurt. All right. And Courtney, I know that you had just experienced something way worse than this. And I really, and I already know you did, but, it's okay. I was like, "Oh, why? So then, as you can see right here, he found two more spots. All right. He found one here. He found one here. And then I have something right there. So he's like, let me go get the gun. And I'm like, surely this cannot hurt as bad as the first time, because the first time was on top of my head. This is on the side of my face. That can't be bad. He puts me into another headlock and he's like, and I went off again. I sounded like I had Tourette's. I was like, and then I like my eyes are watering. And he's like, okay, we're done. Let's keep on moving on. And I'm like, okay. So then I'm like, I have this little thing right here. I have a little growth right here, right at the bridge of my nose. And then I have a little kind of like one right here. And I'm like, okay, well, what about this? And what about this? He's like, oh no. He goes, those are perfectly fine, but you have precancerous cells on your nose. Let's keep going. And I'm like, la, 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 la. What? And he's like, yeah, no, I can feel it right here. He goes, I know what I'm looking for. He's like, you have scaly patches on your nose. That's precancerous. Let's keep going. And I'm like, no. Let's just back up. Let's just take a pause. Let's just talk here for a minute. What are we doing about this? And he's like, I'm like, because in my mind, I'm thinking he's going to take like a scalpel and be like, whoosh, like a potato peeler. I thought he was just going to have to take off layers of skin. And he's like, no, he goes, this is fine. He goes, we caught it soon enough that we can treat it with some cream. And I'm like, yay, cream. Cream seems really very soothing. So I'm like, okay, I'm all right again. Let's move on. So we move on. And I showed him the things on my neck that I was worried about. He says that I perhaps have a little bit of scaly skin on my chest. And then I asked him, what about my arms? You can't see, I don't feel any lumps or bumps on my arms, but what about my arms? How do you tell if you have like skin cancer things, if you have tattoos? And he says, and he made a really interesting point. He said that skin cancer, he says the majority of skin cancer you can't see. He says that it's invisible. It's an invisible form of cancer. And he says everybody thinks that they need to look for like a lump, a bump, a mole gone bad, something like that. He says, but we need to be more proactive before it gets to that point. And I'm like, well, how do you do that? And he's like, again, like we did earlier this month, we do monthly skin checks. But what we're looking for is we're looking for more than lumps and bumps and moles. We're looking for those dry, scaly patches like what he found on my nose. And so I was like, oh, okay. So I'm sitting here and I'm like rubbing my arm, and he was a very nice doctor. He's like, can I rub your arm? Because he was already rubbed on my face. And I'm like, absolutely. So he was like rubbing my arm, and he's like, yeah, no, he goes, you're fine. He goes, just keep an eye on it. And he's like, use your cream if you find any spots, and that will burn off your skin cancer. And I'm like, okay. So then, I got up, he like checked my buttocks, and I'm all like, I don't think I have anything on my butt, but if you want to look at it, you can. And so I was like, I wasn't going to say no, because I wasn't going to be weird like that. And then, he looked at my belly button just to make sure I didn't have any cancer going in there. He looked between my toes. He looked between my little digits, my legs. I showed him a couple of things that I had found. Everything that I found, he said was no big deal. It was the stuff that I didn't see was the stuff that I needed to be concerned about. So I do have a wart, kind of like mole on my foot that has been rubbing on my shoes. very irritating, and it's been a little painful. And I went to go put on a pair of Docs the other day, and I accidentally hit it, and it like actually bled a little bit. So I'm like, well, what about this thing on my foot? He's like, yeah, I can't freeze that off. We would have to cut it off. And I'm like, done. Can you do it now? And he's like, yeah, we can cut that off. So he's like, you can get dressed now. My assistant's going to cut this off your foot. I'm like, okay. So she's sitting there, and I get dressed, and I'm sitting there, and she's like, pulls out this needle. And I'm like, and I covered my face because they gave me all this pamphlets. I'm like, are you done? Are you, oh, is it over with yet? And she's like, what are you talking about? She goes, I cannot believe you're scared of needles. And again, I had this conversation. It's like, I am deathly scared of needles. So she poked me with the needle. She numbed up my foot. And she's sitting there, and she was like rubbing the side of my foot, trying to get it to numb up. And I'm like, are you done? Is that over with? She goes, I haven't even started. And I'm like, oh, okay. And so then Claudia says, Lonnie, I have to leave now. Come back another day. Stay safe. Awesome. Yes, it must be very late. And thank you so much for joining. So long story short, she cuts that off. The doctor comes back in, cauterizes it, which is just another experience in itself. And I will finish this video, and then we will move on to some Free People fashion. But this is, and then I want to tell you about that cream. So hold on. So some of the things to look for if you have tattoos, to check for scaly skin. Scaly skin is not good. That's what I have on my nose. Scaly skin, bad. So when you're putting your sunscreen or your lotion on your body, on your tattoos, if you notice any real like scaly dry patches, then that's something to get checked. So stay out of the sun. I will show you the journey of me burning off this precancerous stuff on my nose. So stick around. This is going to be interesting. Okay, good question, Pamela. And what I had to do. Oh, I did it again. Oh, my Lanta. So anyway, I'm not going to make you see that again. But that's what I said. Okay, it says right here, Pamela says, I really get lost navigating the U.S. healthcare. Did you schedule your appointment with a dermatologist, or did you have to be referred by a primary doctor? There's two kinds of insurance here in the U.S. One is called an HMO, where you have a primary care physician, and then you go to him, and then he refers you out to specialists. If you have what's called a PPO, that's where you can make any appointment you want with any doctor. The HMO is a cheaper insurance. That's what I have. I went to go see my primary care physician at the beginning of the month, and I got my referral, and then I went to the dermatologist. Also, did insurance or FSA cover your visit? Or is a dermatologist pretty much out of pocket? No, the insurance covered 90% of it or even more. I had a copay. I had a $50 copay. So anytime I go to a specialist, it's a $50 copay, but my insurance should have covered everything that happened yesterday. Kelly says, it's not showing us, Lonnie. Yeah, I know. Here, I did it again. I'm kind of a hot mess today, but let's finish this up. So some of the things to look for if you have tattoos, to check for scaly skin. Scaly skin is not good. That's what I have on my nose. Scaly skin, bad. So when you're putting your sunscreen or your lotion on your body, on your tattoos, if you notice any real like scaly dry patches, then that's something to get checked. So stay out of the sun. I will show you the journey of me burning off this precancerous stuff on my nose. So stick around. This is going to be interesting. So yes, that's absolutely how the insurance works, and it really depends on your type of insurance. Pamela, if you have any questions at all, just message me on Instagram, and I will be more than happy to try to help you out. Now, let's finish this up, and then we are going to absolutely look at some fashion because I have some fun stuff to show you. I do have the scaly precancerous thing on my nose. I did not feel it myself prior. This morning when I was laying in bed, I was just kind of feeling around my nose, and I can feel kind of like a rough patch on the end of my nose and kind of along the bridge of my nose. It's that rough patch is where the problems lie. So I got 2 medications. The first one I have to put both of them on twice a day. The first one that I put on it's the kind of the, people call it a chemo cream. This is actually going to burn the skin cells off. So I am going to end up with a burnt nose. It's going to look like I set my nose on fire. The second one is a soothing cream that's going to help counteract my first cream. Now, Courtney was on my TikTok live last night, and I'm going to give you a real raw moment in my life. All right. Not really one of my shining moments as a person, but is a very realistic moment. But what got me upset, and this is so ludicrous, is I apparently am a little bit more vain than I like to admit. Because what I was hearing and what upset me was not the fact that I had precancerous skin cells, but I was going to have an ugly nose for 2 to 3 weeks. And I'm like, Lonnie, get yourself, you know what? I gave myself a mental slapping around. And I'm like, can you please get your priorities straight? Your priorities is that you were proactive. You caught this early enough. You don't have to have any surgery. There's a whole lot of people out there that have it way worse than you do. And you're belly aching over the simple fact that you're going to have a crusty red gross nose. You know what? It was a grounding moment for me. And I really felt like I wanted to share that with you because again, it's the reality of me as a person. And I was like, wow, Lonnie, no, that's not the type of person that you want to be. So take stock in this, embrace it, be thankful for it, and just get the job done. So that's exactly what I did this morning. I got up, I got dressed, I went in the shower, I washed my face. And when I came out, I put my first thing of cream on, and it already was kind of like a little like, that's not going to be very fun. And I asked the nurse, I'm like, is this going to hurt? And she's like, yes, this is going to hurt. And I'm like, is it going to be that bad? And she's like, yes, this is going to be icky. And I'm like, okay, yeah, no, I can do this. I can do this. Kelly says, you're human, Lonnie. Well, we all have less stellar moments. Yeah, I know. But the whole thing is like, there's just, I don't know. Like I said, we all have less than stellar moments. And sometimes I just want to be able to be like, you know what? I have less than stellar moments. And it was, again, to me, it was a growing moment. And so I'm okay with this. And you know what? And it's not going to be great, but I have you. So that's just what it is. Tina says, you human. I think we all, hold on here. Let me move this. I think we all do, knowing that things could be worse. Don't beat yourself up about it. You know what? I beat myself up over it a little bit last night. This morning, I just wanted to share it with you more as a growing experience with myself. Kelly says, and anger, fear, and frustration sometimes comes out misspoken. Yeah, you know what? I think it was more of, I would definitely have to say, I don't think I had anger or frustration. I think it was more fear. And I think if I could disguise the fear with like the fear of having it be more of like an aesthetic kind of thing, I think that it helped kind of lessen that a little bit. Courtney says, it's okay, Lonnie. Everyone has their worst. Someone else's worst isn't as bad as someone else's. And that's okay. The human experience is weird like that. Yeah. And you know what? And I thought a lot about the people who are closest to me that are going through a whole lot worse. So I am going to take this journey, and I am not going to do a pity party journey. This is not going to be a, oh, wow, I am so bummed, look at my nose kind of journey. This is going to be a journey of learning, and this is going to be a journey of the importance of self-care, sunscreen, and just facing sometimes things in life that we don't want to face in a way that might be more beneficial. I did do that TikTok where I said, stay out of the sun. And I've already had somebody come back to me and be like, as a human, no, what did she say? Her username was Disney Mom. And she's like, that's the wrong message to spread. We as humans need vitamin D, and you shouldn't tell people to stay out of the sun. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? Are you really kidding me right now? What did you think? Did you think that I was telling us all that we need to be mole people and we need to all live underground? No, Disney Mom. I'm telling people to stop laying out in the sun. I'm telling people to wear a hat. I'm telling people to do something more like that. So it is like, in this journey, I am going to have people coming in and I'm going to have people just saying the weirdest things. And I'm okay with that because the people that need to hear it are the people that are going to hear it. So Disney Mom, you know what? You go outside, do not belong to the Mole People Club, and you just have the best Disney life. Period. Kelly says, Ducking Warriors stand together, flaws and all. I'm a lopsided boob member. And you know what? I love your lopsided boobs. Peggy says, do you think you would have had the same reaction if you weren't on camera every day? I don't think it would have been as severe. I think it would have been a gut reaction. But now instantly my mind went straight to like the whole, like, what am I going to do about my outfits? You know, I'm showing my 365-day journey. And now what's going to happen when I have like, you know, if it's bad, it's going to be bad. That's just the whole thing. It's with this cream. I don't know as to what level of bad this is going to be. It's going to depend on how many precancerous cells are setting on my nose. So he's all like, you know, you can Google it. And I'm like, I do not want to see what it could be. I'm just going to wait and I am going to see what it's going to develop. So it's really going to depend on how many cells are there as to how bad it's going to be. Kathy says, what are you going through may help someone else down the line. Absolutely. And I 100% am agreeing with that. Bad Fairy says, my friend got skin cancer at 26. It was on the top of her skin. Yes. And Brian, my tattoo artist, he got a it was up here. He had a big old chunk of his forehead just cut out. And so I know that I'm being proactive. And my doctor was actually very honest. He's like, we can catch it now and you can do it. Or he goes, you can wait and we can cut off parts of your face. He's like, that's just the way it is. He goes, there's people out there without lips, without, you know, eyebrows, without ears, without parts of their noses. And I'm like, yeah, I get it. I'm going to do it. I understand that. So he was very grounding when it came to that. I spotted it. She could not see it. You know what? Thankfully you did. And a lot of times when we look at our face on repeat, we don't take a close enough look. So it is absolutely, I am so glad that you were able to spot that for your friend. All right. So let's change the tone a little bit. I actually ended up talking longer about my skincare, but I really do want to open up the possibility. And this is something that, okay, my doctor tells me to never Google anything, talk to him about anything. Yeah, no, I don't want to Google what it could be. Back, not skin. Well, it was on the top of her skin, on her back. Well, I think that is still, I'm really glad that you saw that and you were her eyes on her back. So let's take a look at a TikTok. And again, we are opening up the dialogue and the possibility of looking at more brands for the plus size community. And I found this content creator and she is a plus size 2XL size. So let's see what she has to say.
Welcome back to my series.
Why it's freezing like that, I have no idea. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's do it.
Welcome back to my series where I, a very much plus size person, try brands that don't carry plus sizes to see what size range it might actually work on. Today, the most highly requested of the brands, Free People. As a reminder, I'm not telling you to shop at brands that don't carry plus sizes. I'm not the retail police. I'm just telling you what size range I think that this might fit and you choose to shop where you want to shop. Let's get into it. There are multiple dresses. Let's focus on this one. I ordered this in an extra large. I am a full 2XL plus. It comes in like I don't know, 10 colors. Quality is great. It's double lined and it has pockets. It very comfortably fits me as a full 2XL. This is the extra large, like I said. What do you guys think? I think you can also do it off the shoulder. Okay, my final verdict is I think this would comfortably fit up to a lot of size 22, 24s or 3XLs. What do you guys think? Would you try it?
All right. So what do you think? I mean, do you think that this is a possibility that perhaps we're not exploring? I mean, I'm really curious. And like I said, I never want to come across as like I am an expert on plus sizes because I'm not. But I have found influencers who are, and this is what they're saying. So I found another one and I want to show you hers also, just so we can kind of see again a little bit of a just a little bit of a different way of looking at it. So let's take a look at hers also.
Size 1820, and I just ordered a couple of things from Free People. Let's try it on. Side note, I have been shopping and loving Free People for a very long time. They still don't love me back. They still don't carry plus sizes for some reason, but a lot of their pieces can work, and I was influenced to try these 3 pieces. So let's see if they work on me. First up, I got an Oasis dress. I was influenced by my friend Rosie. I have a feeling this one's gonna work. I can already kind of tell. I'm excited. Okay, yes. Let's adjust the camera. Here is the dress. It is so pretty. It literally fits perfectly. It's like just insane to me that they can't just like make plus sizes. Like, hello, this fits me. I wanna buy your clothes. Anyways, I love it. Gorgeous. Next, I got the Struttin' dress. I was influenced by Emily Wheaton. She's a great follow. I think she's like a size 14, 16. So I was taking a risk. And it is a little too small, really just like right here. But it is such a cute, fun summer dress. I think it could work on someone who maybe isn't as busty or as wide as I am here. On to the next. And last, I was influenced by Dawn. And don't worry, I will tag all of these creators. You should be following all of them to get these pants I just threw on the top. Let me get a better view. These are the pants. They're like a balloon pant. They're so freaking cool. I am obsessed with them. They just fit me at an 1820, so if you are any bigger, they might not work, but they do work for me, and I think I have about a 42-inch waist. So all in all, not bad. All right, come back up. Really, the message I'm trying to get at is you should be following really, really cool plus size creators because they are going to show you where to get all the good stuff.
See, now I really thought that that was inspirational because, like I said, I cannot sit here and be like, as a plus size person, you need to shop here, you should shop there. But I really, truthfully, from the bottom of my heart, I think that I say we, but I really think that sometimes we wait for brands to be like, this is a size inclusive sort of brand. And if we start thinking a little bit more outside of the box, maybe it opens up more possibilities of more styles. So what I did is I actually went looking, hold on here. I went looking and I found some things on Free People that I really think might work in a plus size sort of environment. So I'm going to bring you back and we're going to take a look at these. And let's see here. Pamela says, wow, I didn't know their sizes ran large. That's really surprising. Linda says, Free People dresses are very cute. Courtney says, I could wear a large in that. She looked adorable. She looked really cute in everything. And I really like the fact that that one dress that she tried on, that white one, she's like, I can't do this. And, you know, it's too tight in her bust. So it wasn't like, every single outfit was like, oh my gosh, this is great. This is great. This is great. It really, I felt was very realistic. So some of the items that I found that I really wanted to share with you was, for one, this little mini dress. Now, this mini dress comes in a size extra large. And I thought that this would be adorable. And you could wear this exactly like she has it here with these boots. You could wear it over jeans. You could wear it with leggings. It comes in a size extra large. The reviews are saying that, love this dress, bought it. Let's see, does it run large? Yeah. See right here, if you look at the reviews, if you go to Free People, and you look at their reviews, it will say right here whether or not it runs large. This right here is running large, but look at how cute she looks in this little dress. So already I think that this would be something on the radar of what you could do if you wanted to start exploring this fashion. Now, another one that I thought was really cute. This one I found on sale. It goes all the way up to an extra large. It has one review. Let's see what it says. Ooh, look at how it says that it runs large. This person says set run large, but it's supposed to be that way. I'm normally an extra small for reference, but it's too cute. Recommended wearing it to Greece this summer. Okay, well, she's an extra small, but she says it runs really big. And I thought that this would be something that you could, it's a 2-piece set. You could wear this top with any sort of jeans. You could wear this skirt on its own, or you could wear it together. Regularly $168, and it is $99.95 right now. Another thing that I thought was really cute were these pants. Now, these pants, again, they have these pleats here, but it goes all the way up to an extra small. Again, looking at the reviews, it says it runs large. And this is if you wanted something along this kind of like Free People kind of vibe. It has the elastic waist. Yes, it has pleats, but it's going to make it more comfortable. And I think that this is, again, I found this color because you all loved those green pants that I was wearing. I found that green in this pant that runs large and goes all the way up to an extra large. So if you want to try to a fashion with that green pant, I found it right there for you for $78. Again, this is To the Sky parachute pant. I was so happy when I found that green. Another thing I found was, remember yesterday when we were looking at Cabby? This right here. This I thought was a super cute top. You can get it in an extra large. Let's see what the reviews say. The reviews say that it runs large and it has the cute little, let's see, let's take it back. I love the color. This was kind of the color of what we saw yesterday. It has that real feminine. It has the ruffles. You can wear this with a harness, and I absolutely love this. So the whole idea behind this whole thing is the simple fact that a lot of these brands, while they're not saying like, hey, plus size community, we have a line just for you. I think that there are influencers out there who are pushing that narrative. They're trying brands that are not so much size inclusive to see if it's going to work. So what I'm going to be doing is I am going to be following them. I have them on my TikToks, and as they come up with brands that perhaps we never even thought about looking at, I'm going to start sharing those brands with you, because the whole idea about this whole series, this whole even talking about it, is to make style for everyone, you know? And again, we don't have to wait for these brands to be like, I see you, I'm going to have this for you. No, because again, that limits you. And I want it to be where everybody can shop everywhere. So I 100% am excited to do this. Kelly says, ooh, was watching shorts and lots of people saying that they got their harness on Etsy. Love it. Now, I know that Amazon has some harnesses. I just bought one from Free People, but wherever you can find a harness, I say get it. Now, the one creator that we have been looking at, and let me give you her name. She is hold on here. Following. Remember her. She was a really cool gal, and I'm going to pull her up right now, and I'm just going to keep on talking. All right. Remember her. Her name is Mary Louise, and her TikTok name is Style According to Me. What a cool name, but it's Style According to Me. Now, she is all about harnesses and I absolutely love it. And what she does is she has some TikToks out there that shows how she's gotten like the harnesses off of Amazon and then basically put them together and made a plus size harness. So if you want to check her out, again, her TikTok name is Style According to Me, and I say check her out. Kelly says, okay, Kelly, I got you. And then G now says, I wish so badly brands would make a few dresses and pants in short sizes. Yes, because here's the thing is I'm 5'2", but I do not consider myself petite. I'll go to wear a petite size and I can't get it up over my hips. I'm short. I'm not petite. And I 100% agree with you, but I cuff everything or I will go get it hemmed. But I absolutely agree with you because what irritates me, here's what irritates me. I'll see something and it's a cute little crop pant and I'll be like, ooh, I'm going to get that. I'll get it. It's nowhere near cropped. I'll look back on the website and it will be like, the model is 5'11" and wearing the exact same size I'm wearing. And I'm like, well, that's why it's cropped because she's 7 inches taller than I am. 7, 8, 9. No, she's 9 inches taller. I was doing quick math. As Lonnie would say, cuff that. Cuff that poop. Yes. Cuff, cuff, cuff. And you know what? And even sometimes I'll look at some pants and I'll be like, ooh, I don't know if I can cuff that. Like my cargo pants, I cuffed it right up over a pocket that was on there. And so I say cuff, but I mean, here's the thing though, is like, I wish brands were absolutely catered to who we are as a person. But I also too want to express the importance of taking that power to yourself and being like, I like it and I'm going to make it work for me. You know what? I might not be able to wear that exact piece of clothing, but I'm going to find something that has that exact vibe and I'm going to wear that and I'm going to rock that. So it's again, I really want to just reiterate, take back that power, and the power is in our fashion choices. It's not in the brands. I mean, I didn't tell you this, but I actually woke up at 5 o'clock this morning. I did not go to the gym, but I woke up at 5 and I had an interview with a journalist from Australia this morning. And it was a really cool interview. And she was a very nice gal. And she said, she asked me, we were talking, and the point that I made with her is that we need to take our power back away from the brands. We sit back and we wait for these brands to make clothes in our size, or we sit back and we wait for these brands to tell us it's okay to wear. And we need to take that power back. You know, we need to just think outside of the box. Go into Forever 21. They're super size inclusive. Find some cute rockin' styles that you can wear at any age and start exploring this amazing world of outfits and fashion and your self-expression. Pamela says, honestly, I don't even know how to go about getting something hemmed professionally, content idea, and I can't sew for my life, cuff it. Yeah, let me give you a little hint on that. My sewing kit is a stapler. If I cannot staple it on, if I cannot staple the hem, it doesn't happen. I don't sew. I can't sew. I just don't sew. And I find a lot of times I've gone in and I've tried to hem pants, and sometimes what happens is it just changes the line of the pant for some reason. Now, Pamela, if you're looking for a pair of really cool jeans that hit you right above the ankle, look into the Free People Osaka jean. Let me show you these really quick. I'm super impressed at where these hit me. So, Osaka, Osaka jeans. Let's look at these because I absolutely love them. Okay, these are the Osaka jeans. And they, for some reason, and I don't know why, but these absolutely hit me right about where they hit her. Rarely does that happen. I mean, okay, so let's just say they hit her right here. They probably, without exaggeration, hit me right there. And I'm okay with that. I am 100% okay with that much of a cuff. And these jeans, they run big, go down a full size. You can get them in cords. I cannot say enough about these Osaka jeans. I have this color. No, I don't. I have, no. Let's see if I can find the color that I have. Is that it? Yes, I have this spearmint color, and I think that this is really cool. Okay, see right here? See how they fit her right here? They, with realistically being 5'2", they probably only hit me like right there. So they have a high waist, the exposed button. They have some buttons, some pockets on the sides. Very soft, very comfortable. And again, they hit me like right about there, but I love them. Linda says, what did Linda say? Julie says, those are cute. Then hello, I am very late today. Wendy, I am glad that you did make it. G now says, Pamela, I have a dry cleaners that does it. I cut a lot of my pants off as well, but it doesn't always work on all pants. Yeah, if I really do need a pair of pants hemmed, I 100% will take them to my dry cleaners. Linda says, I cut maxi dresses off at the bottom, and depending on the material, hem can just be left as is raw. Yes. Now, here's the thing. Bringing this back, if you decide to cut your pants, which is absolutely, I think, fine, see the side seam right here that goes down, and then you're going to have an inseam. What you want to do is you just want to put just a couple of stitches right there, then put a couple of stitches right there, because what you don't want is you don't want this to continue to go up until this is all going to be opened up. I mean, you could do a cute little slit, but I say cut it off, just put a little stitch there, put a little stitch there, you are golden. Guess who's going retail therapy at Free People today? Yes, okay, on Monday, you have to share what you bought. I really want to know what you found, if you like it, all that good stuff. Yes, Pamela, you have to share that with us today. I am trying not to do any retail therapy, so I will not be doing that this weekend. All right, everybody, that is Friday's episode. I am so looking forward to getting back together with you on Monday. I don't have any huge, I don't know yet what our subject is going to be. It's really going to depend on the weekend, what happens, maybe I'll do a little looking on TikTok again, see if maybe we can find some more brands that we didn't know were a little bit more size inclusive than they let on. So we'll do something fun like that. Maybe I'll go back to, maybe I'll look for some recipes. I don't know. We're just going to have fun. That's all I'm going to say. I will be excited to show you my nose and see if it's starting to turn red. And we're going to just have a good time. So Courtney, I will see you tonight at 5. And if you all are out and about, or if you want to join me at 5 o'clock on TikTok from my closet, by all means, go on over to TikTok tonight at 5 Pacific Standard Time. Join me there. Kelly, have fun thrifting. Pamela, thank you for joining, and I am so excited. And I really hope that you're back on Monday and you can share your experience, because I am super excited to hear about it. All right, everybody, I love you dearly. Love, hugs, kisses, and I will see you all on Monday. Bye, everyone. Bye. Oh, Courtney reminded me really quick. Tomorrow morning, I'm thinking I don't know, I'm not 100% sure what time. I'll be on TikTok, and I'm going to be doing a Doc Martin tour. So I am going to take out all of my Doc Martens out of my closet, and I'm going to show you all every single Doc Martin I have. So that's tomorrow morning on TikTok. I'm going to do a video also. So we'll probably look at that. We'll probably look at that on Monday also. All right, everybody. I love you dearly. I will see you all on